Colin McGuigan, IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Adam Smith. We're not in Saudi Arabia anymore. Obviously, we spoke to you in Saudi. Unbelievable scenes that night. Just a little quick reaction to everything that went on in Saudi at the weekend.
You guys are everywhere. It's brilliant. Isn't it fantastic at the moment? I thought it was an amazing night. One of my favourite nights. Not only sort of through my career, but I think from being back from illness and sort of having the privilege and pleasure to be 6 feet away from the likes of Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, who dished up an even better fight second time around. People thought Bivol, people thought Beterbiev. I thought Bivol nicked it on the first time around in October, but I thought he won a little clearer this time. But Beterbiev had his rounds, and I can understand the different subjectivity. Derek Chisora just walks in. It's great, isn't it? So you go from that and a phenomenal night. I thought the Callum Smith-Joshua Buatsi fight was right up there with one of the best domestic dust-ups I've seen in a long time. It's a great night. Derek there, Derek here, he fought here.
Derek everywhere.
Derek everywhere. And of course we go into the circus that is Eubank and Benn, and of course a fight that had a lot of attention and a huge amount of casual interest has now just got even bigger, gone viral.
What's your favourite ever entrance you've got? I'll give you mine, the favourite one that you've ever done, right? Remember Kell Brook against Amir Khan, and you said the blaring cacophony of noise. Ezekiel, what was the full word of that? Do you remember?
On the ring walk?
Yeah.
I can't, but it was amazing. I remember the piano on that ring walk. That was just one of the great ring walks.
What's your favourite entrance when you've called someone in? And
favourite entrance? Wow, that's a big call. Maybe one of Nassim Hamed's. Maybe, I don't know, just so many. I'll think about that and I'll come back to you. But I was just thinking about press conferences and mad things that have happened and the egg and all that on Tuesday. And Derek turned over the table, over Dillian White. That was one of the best. And there was actually one with him and Tyson Fury, the fight that never happened. That was amazingly intense. So Derek's been in the heart of those. I loved his ring walk last time in Manchester, just because it was fight number 49. There's so many different ones that I've enjoyed. Just loads. I have to think about it. I'll come back to you.
Obviously, the egg incident. What did you make of that, Adam? Obviously, it was very dangerous.
Derek's song right now.
Yeah, they are.
Say again, what was it?
It's very dangerous with the egg. What did you make of all of that?
Yeah, look, of course, you can't condone anyone that sort of puts hands or objects, whatever. You didn't know what it was. It was dramatic, right? And I know Eddie thought it was the glass at first. I mean, premeditated. Obviously, Chris knew what he was doing. And, look, no one got hurt. It just spiced things up. Sonny Edwards loved it. I mean, it was fantastic. It was not fantastic in terms of British board rules, whatever. Of course, they've got to have Chris has got to have a ticking off. That's obvious. Not fantastic in the look of two fighters, and you want some dignity and respect. But this is Eubank and Benn, right? I mean, come on, this is boxing. This is the fight business. This is the hurt business. And it's not the first time we've seen drama at a head-to-head and a press conference. So, come on. There's spice, there's needle, and it's just gone viral. I, for one, think, hey, the casual fans are going to get involved more. That's a good thing for boxing.
Do you think Chris Eubank Sr. is watching that and believes now it's imperative that he's involved when he sees the image of Nigel Benn with his hands around his son's neck?
Look, I've called for Chris Sr. to come and be part of this before. Whatever is going on between him and his son, I wish nothing but love. The family had a tragedy with Sebastian, right? They're a wonderful family, the Eubanks. I've known Chris Sr. for many, many years, and I would love to see him around his son. Not just for the fire and the build-up and that, just for him being around his son more than anything. Seeing Ronnie Davis and seeing that whole history, for me, it's a history that goes back to when I was a kid. I was watching Eubank and Benn. I was there. I was around the whole sort of excitement of it. And Chris Eubank Sr. is a legend in this sport. So is Nigel Benn. And I would love him to be around his son for this one and to be around his son as a father. That's what I'd like. But it's not up to me. That's up to them. That's the Eubanks. But I would love to see Chris Sr. It would be brilliant, wouldn't it? See Chris Sr. and Nigel. Maybe then we'd have a bit of decorum. But the polar opposites in characters, that's what it's all about. It's a story, it's a history. Maybe the sons aren't as good as their dads. Maybe they are, running on their father's names a bit. But hey, they've got character, they've got personality, they want to fight. We don't know who's going to win. Bring on April 26th. For me, I know it's got its haters, I know it's got its controversy. I love watching Bivol and Beterbiev, elite fighters, dancing, boxing, enjoying that at ringside. But I also love the drama, of this, the drama of a Eubank Ben, or the drama, if it happens, when it happens, of a Fury Joshua, because the casual fans get involved, and when they're involved, boxing is headline stuff. Sometimes for the wrong reason, but sometimes for the right ones. I think they'll dish up an absolute firefest, I really do.
Do you believe we'll see these two face off again before they get in the ring?
Yes, I think they will. Whether they'll have things in between them, security guards, and I remember Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson, cages with Hay and Chisora, who knows? That's not up to me, but they got to go head to head again.
How does it go, Adam? Final one from me. How does this fight play out whenever they do step inside the ring on the 22nd of April?
Genuinely don't know. The size advantage, but I think Conor Benn is a bit bigger now, 2-3 years on, so naturally maybe that will suit him a bit more. Chris has fought at a higher level, but he's older. Obviously that defeat to Liam Smith doesn't look good, but he was brilliant in the rematch. Conor's not fought up at this, but it's different. This isn't about this. It's about how they can get each other and how it will unfold. And Eubank probably has the size, the skills, the experience, maybe favourite, but this isn't about this. This is about what happens when the two of them just meet. It's more than just breaking down tactically a fight. It's a very hard one. I tell you, no one in this room knows who's going to win, and that's why people watch this fight.
Adam Smith, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Pleasure.